guys, it's Sarah, and today we are starting off the spoilery reading vlog for Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas. This is the 7th and final book in the Throne of Glass series. I have done spoilery reading vlogs for each book in this series, so if you want to see the rest of them, I will leave my playlist link down below if you haven't seen them yet. They have been very sporadic because it's taken me a while to read this series, but I have read every single one and I spoil like everything. So if you've read it and you want to see my thoughts along the way with all the spoilers and stuff, this will be spoiler filled. So you have been warned. Okay, so I had to do a refresh on what happened in both Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, because those two books take place on the same timeline, but in different areas of the kingdoms. So I had to go back and remember what happened. I remember basics, but not a lot of details. So as I was reading those reminders, I was like, okay, yeah. So I am very excited to get back to this because I know that Aelin is separated from everybody right now. And I know that they are all traveling to Terrasen, where I'm sure a huge war is probably going to break out. And I'm so excited. So 980 pages, you guys. Whew. This thing is a month. Like holding it up right now, I have to put it down because it is heavy in my wrist. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. And I'm going to flash characters on the screen of who I fan cast in this book, because I do that. I fan cast when I'm reading. Like if someone is described, I will think about a celebrity that I can easily picture in my head. It's usually a celebrity. And so I will just do a little slideshow of who I picture as these characters. And yeah, I don't fan cast every single character that's mentioned, just the main ones, basically. Ones that play significant roles that we see a lot of. So I'm excited to get back to Aelin and Rowan. Rowan is my favorite character. Rowan and Dorian. I really like Dorian a lot. Like I was team Dorian in the beginning, and of course, whatever. But I like where he's going. I like that he has magic. I like that him and Manon have a thing going on. Like I'm all over. Oh, Dorian might be my favorite. Dorian and Rowan are my two favorites for sure. So I'm excited to get back to those guys. And I have a new found love for Lysandra as well, especially after Empire of Storms. She completely blew me away. Even though she's a character you start out really hating, but I really like her now. So I'm excited to see her again too, and just kind of see everything that's going on. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. I've heard it's heartbreaking. I'm ready for it. Like, let's do it. And yeah, so I will update you when I'm a little bit into it. I don't have a plan for how often I'm going to update. There's a lot of chapters. I don't want to really go through and see how many, because I don't want any spoilers. I have been spoiled for books lately just by looking at the page count, like the final page count. And I've seen something on the last page that spoiled 2 books recently. And I'm like, ugh, stop it. So I'm trying not to do that. Just when I feel like I have a good update, I will let you know, or like something big happens or whatever, I will update you. But I'm excited. Okay, we are going to get started.
Hey guys. Okay. A little bit of an update here. All right. I am, about 200 pages in. I think I'm on like 192 right now. So just about 200 pages in. I have like tabs for daily goals. I want to try to get to the halfway point in this book before the end of this week. So I tapped it out for daily reading. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm not sure how I feel. I feel like I've read 200 pages and nothing has really happened. We're seeing where everybody is. We're seeing that Aelin is being held and tortured by Maeve and Karn. So that's happening. We're seeing Adian and where he is with the war efforts. There've been a couple battles, but they weren't like super detailed or long drawn out stuff. It was kind of quick things. So you're seeing them kind of capture some places or whatever. And he's with Lysandra and a whole bunch of other people. Nox just showed up, which Knox Owen. I loved him in the first book, and he's popped up in another book as well. I can't remember which one, but I loved seeing him because I love his character. So I'm really glad that he is making an appearance and he's going to play a little bit of a role here. And then Rowan is looking for Aelin. So we haven't seen much of him. We've had like maybe 2 chapters from Rowan so far. So I hope we get a little bit more of that here soon. And then we are seeing Kale and Urine, who are going to Aniel, which is where Kale is from, and confronting his dad and saying, you're about to get attacked. You need to get ready because people are coming for you. So we just had that. And then Dorian and Manon and the witches are trying to recruit other witch clans to help in the war effort as well. So basically, they're just trying to get everybody together to fight against Maeve and the Valg. So that is what's happening in Erewhon, basically. So while we're getting all these details, which is good, it's just kind of more like, here's where this person is and here's what's happening. Okay, got it. And here's where this person is and here's what's happening. And but we haven't really had any really exciting scenes yet. It's more just kind of like, okay, here's where everyone is. And we all know we're preparing for this big battle for Terrasen. And okay, got it. Aelin is getting tortured. And I mean, tortured. Like, it's not pretty tortured. It's pretty bad. Actually, it was making me squirm a little bit, things that they were doing to her. So there is that. But I haven't really felt excited yet or like, ooh, it's going fine, but it's not. I'm really hoping that very soon we're going to get some more like action. I need some action. I need something. Yeah, because 200 pages in and I'm just like, all this information probably could have been told in a quicker amount of time than 200 pages. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm hoping we're going to get to some good stuff soon. Here's hoping. So I will update you again. I think I'll do another update when I'm halfway through. That will be at about the 400, somewhere in the 400s. So like another 200 pages. I'll give you an update and let you know what I'm thinking. Or if I get to a really exciting point, then I'll let you know too. So we'll see how all that goes. Hopefully I will. But yeah, so that's how it's going so far. So far, it's just kind of like, okay. Hey guys, okay, update. I'm on page 400 of Kingdom of Ash right now. Okay, thoughts. I'm not holding it up because it's very heavy. So thoughts so far. It has gotten better, I will say, but still a little slow. We had a really good scene where Aelin escapes from Karn and from Maeve. So that has happened. I love how she and Fenris have formed this bond and this way to communicate, and that he helped her escape. That scene was really good when she got away from him and then found her people and Rowan was there and Rowan took care of Karn and all that stuff. That whole sequence was really, really good. And I was like turning the pages. But that's kind of it. Everything else has been just slow. Just like, I don't know. I feel like we're doing a lot of traveling, which is important. You have to get places, but I don't know. I did just finish a battle scene with Adian and Lysandra. And then the witches came in with their tower. That was really cool. So I did enjoy that, like this last probably 2 chapters, reading that. But now I'm afraid we're going to go back to more boring stuff. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like the parts where they're traveling and they're, talking to people and you're kind of seeing the progression of things. While it's important, I feel like it's too long. Like 3 chapters of them traveling to one place or being on a ship going to one place could be 1 chapter. You know what I mean? Instead of 3. So I just feel like some of it's being a little bit drawn out. I also didn't love Aelin's reaction to Rowan. I understand that she was in a traumatic experience, and that can definitely have an effect on you. But she almost acted like she didn't even know who he was, and I didn't like that, because while she was being held, she thought about him all the time, wondering if he was going to come and help her and save her. And then he's there, and then she acts like she doesn't know who he is. So that was just kind of weird to me. I'm glad that that has not lasted and that they are together. But it's just kind of weird. I don't know. But it's fine. They're together. It didn't last long, so I guess I'm happy about that. And Urena's pregnant. Yay. That's kind of all that's going on right now. So I'm interested to see how now Adian is going to treat Lysandra, because he had regrets when he thought she was dying. Should have had those regrets for, bro. But whatever. Like, I don't like how long it's taking him to come to terms with the fact that he loves her, and he just needs to admit it and get over himself. Come on, Adian, don't be an idiot. So, yeah, but now that he had that experience of her almost dying, I think that's going to kick him into not being stupid anymore. So, yeah, we'll see how it ends up going. So it's just taking me forever to read this. It really is. So yeah, but I'm going to keep on going. I wish it were moving a little bit faster. I don't like the pacing of it. I'll say that. And Aylin is going through training again, practically, like having to learn how to move her body again, because she was held captive for a couple of months and did not move a muscle. So that makes sense that she needs to get stronger and build herself back up. But yeah, I'm on page 400. So 580 to go. I'm not even halfway yet. Like, I have another 100 pages before I'm halfway. So yeah, but we'll see how it all goes. But I will keep you updated. But that's where I am right now. So there's really been like 2 really good scenes so far in 400 pages, if that tells you anything. Not that the other stuff isn't important. It is, but like, it's just taking forever to get there. It's taking a long time to get to the good scenes. So that's where we are right now. Okay, I will keep going. I will update you again in another couple 100 pages probably or so, and let you know how it's all going, or if I hit like a really good part, but we'll see. It's just taking me a very long time to read this, which is, it can happen. It's just a surprise that it's the last book in a series, so I thought it would be like a lot faster paced, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Hey guys, okay, I am at page 600 right now. So, okay, I have complicated thoughts on this. Complicated because I've been underwhelmed. I'm still feeling a little bit underwhelmed. I'm still kind of just waiting for like can't turn the pages fast enough, and I'm so invested in what's happening right now, and I'm just still not quite there. And I'm at page 600 of this book. I've read a really long book already, and I'm not feeling like there's a whole lot of takeaway here. I'm hoping that we're getting into that, but my favorite parts so far have been with Dorian and Manon. I'm living for them. I love them as a couple and kind of where their story is. I love that Manon is not dependent on Dorian by any way, shape, or form, and he also understands that and like respects it and everything. I really like their dynamic together. So anytime their scenes have come up, I've been really excited, and that's what I've enjoyed the most. So we've gone through a couple of battles. We had hit the battle of where Adian and Lysandra were fighting. Adian is pissing me off because he is just like treating Lysandra so badly, even though we all know that he is in love with her, but he treats her so badly, and it takes her almost dying on the battlefield for him to like even treat her with a little bit of respect, and he's still not really like, ooh. So that's making me mad. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And okay, so we had that whole battle with them, and then there has been the battle at Aniel with
Aelin and Rowan where they blocked the big dam that had broken. They blocked that water and it like evaporated it. That was pretty cool. I did like that. But there's another thing where, you know, a lead and what's his name, Larkin, like, were not expressing their feelings for each other until he almost died. Like, why is it taking, you know, this much for you guys to just admit your feelings and be grown-ups about it? Like, oh my gosh. So, so that's kind of where we are now. They are in Aniel still, or they just left Aniel, I think, to start making their way toward Terracin, Aelin and Kale and like that whole group and Rowan and all them. I believe they're starting their journey to go to Terracin. So that's happening. And Dorian is, okay, so where I left off, Dorian is in Morath by himself because, you know, him and Manon went through that whole thing of he's going there and she did not support that and, you know, whatever, but he went. And I love that he is shape-shifting. I love that. And so I think right now he's a mouse and he is inside the room where Erewhon and Maeve are meeting right now. And so that's a pretty big thing. And so I'm excited to see where that goes. And what else? Manon has defeated her grandmother and the two matron witches. And so Manon is now officially like Queen of the Witches, which I really, really like. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are. It just feels like it's a lot of traveling, which I get. You gotta rally your troops and you gotta make your way up to where the actual, you know, big thing is going to be happening. But like 600 pages, you know, like this really could have been condensed down to so much less. So much less. I feel like everything that we've gone through right now should have been maybe the first 200 pages, but we're at 600 right now. So I think a lot of things are just drawn out, definitely. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really just craving that can't put it down because the action is just nonstop and I like excited to pick it up. I'm just not there and it's 600 pages in. So any other book, I would have put it down. But I am 100% determined to finish this series. So I'm going to finish it, you know, and now I have a little less than 400 pages left. So like, I'm going to finish it. I'm not going to not finish the series just because the last book is dragging for me. But yeah. So we have less than half the book to go. There better be some good stuff happening to where I can't put it down. And that's just kind of what I'm hoping for. So I'll keep you updated, let you know the rest. Oh, and then Knox. Where's Knox? Like, why bring Knox back for like 2 scenes? And he's in here for like a minute and then he goes away again. I'm like, where is Knox? I was so excited when he first showed up because I love his character. Like, I want a whole book about Knox. I would read that. I just love his character so much and I feel like there's something there with him, but he's gone. And he's popped up like twice in the entire book. And I'm like, why tease that? I love him. So I'm kind of mad about that too because I want more Knox. So I hope that he's going to maybe come back and play a bigger role here in the last part of the book because like, why bring him back then? You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Okay, so that's how it's going. It's just kind of ho-hum right now. I don't know. There's been like 2 good battle scenes and that's about it in all 600 pages I've read. So a little bit of a slog, but all right. I will let you know. I'll probably go another 200 pages and let you know where we are there and hopefully it will get better. Okay, guys, I just hit page 700. Okay. I finally hit a point where I was like, yes, Dorian. You guys, Dorian has been my favorite character in this whole series, just about this whole time. And like, I just
read a scene that reminded me why. He is so smart. People write him off as a dumb prince, but he is so smart. The way that he manipulated Maeve, because as we're reading it, I was wondering too, I'm like, is he really forming an alliance with Maeve? Like this, he's got to have something else like going on, or he has to have some sort of other plan. There's no way he would ally himself with Maeve. And sure enough, oh God, he's just so good. And you know, us as the reader don't know it. As we're reading it, we're like, what is he doing? What's going on? Why is this happening? And then it's like, yes, it's like just completely played her perfectly. And the one line even that got me was that, you know, he said, did you think I spent all day scouting? I was weakening the building so I could take it down on my way out. Like, love him. I love him. So, yeah, I had that scene. Actually, I read that a couple nights ago, but I was just like, yes, finally. So, yeah, I'm on page 703, about to start chapter 84. I'm not going to be able to read a whole lot right now because we're about to go see the new Sonic movie with the girls. So, but yeah, I still have like 300 pages left, guys. It's just like, oh my gosh. I don't know why this book is taking me forever to read, but I have 300 more pages. So I have like a decent sized novel still to go, basically. But yeah, we're gonna work our way through it. And it's still not like, even though I've hit a few better scenes, definitely in my most recent sit down to read, it's still just like taking forever. So I don't know. But I'm hoping to read more later on tonight. That's my plan. And we'll just see how it goes. But so happy with that scene from Dorian and like the whole thing with Maeve and all that. I think was fantastic. And yeah, Adian just told Lysandra that he loved her, but like seriously, you're almost like you're getting yourself into situations where you're almost dying to admit your feelings towards another person. Like, how old are we? Come on, stop it. Oh gosh. And then when he did tell her that he loved her, she's like kind of putting him off. And I'm like, girl, you've been wanting this for so long. I can't. Like, that's a situation where I'm just like, can you just shut up and be together already? Like, get over yourselves, both of you. So anyway, all right, that's my progress. So page 700, we're gonna just keep on going. Hey guys, okay, I have a really quick update. I am a little over 800 pages in now, so definitely in the home stretch. I hit a scene last night that I thought was really cool. So I was reading the scene where Aelin and Dorian go into the realm or world of the gods, if you will, and everything goes to crap, right? So I was reading that scene last night, and then when it was at the end of that scene, when it was Aelin going between worlds trying to get back to her world, she enters this world where she described it as mountains under bright stars, and I was like, I know this world. And then seeing a winged fae man and a woman next to him, and I was like, that's Rhysand and Feyre, which is so cool. From the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I cannot say it. I went through all 3 books. So that was like a really cool Easter egg. I really liked that. I thought that was really neat. So I was like, oh, I know who those people are. That's really cool. Like just a little tie-in right there. So that was cool. Yeah, so that's my only update. I'm still working on it. I'm hoping to finish it this week. It's taken me a long time still, and I'm still not like
not able to put it down still. And I have less than 200 pages left. I'm still just like, okay. So we'll see. But I'll update you and let you know my thoughts when I'm done. I did it. I finished this behemoth. This book is heavy. Like, I'm literally having to sit it on my shoulder because it's so heavy. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to hold it up this whole time. I feel like I have feelings, but I don't really know how to explain them because they're not very positive. I guess I just wanted more from this. I don't know what it was. The action really didn't kick up until the end. Like even the last 200 pages, I was still like, are we going to get to this war? Like, what's happening? And I feel like 700 pages into a book, we should have had something. You know what I mean? It just felt very slow. It was very, very slow. I have been known to fly through her books. But this one took me a month. I started this on March 15th and today's April 17th and I just finished it. It took me that long to read this book. So, I don't know. Okay, so it solidifies that Dorian's my favorite. I love him. He is so smart. I love him and Manon together. I want more from Manon. I would love to know her story, like backstory. I would take a full book or even a series on her and like the witches and all that. I think they're fascinating. When the 13 rode into the tower and sacrificed themselves, that was the part that I was like, oh man, like that part hit hard. That was tough. The action, I guess, was good. I didn't like how when they were on when Aelin was on the battlefield and they were all there together finally, apparently they were doing stuff to defeat Maeve and like we didn't know about it when it was happening, which like, okay, I don't know. It's just like you guys had this plan this whole time and it was never stated to us that you were even hatching something. I don't know. It was just kind of strange. So I was a little underwhelmed by that, even though that was supposed to be probably like a really cool concept. And it was in theory, but like, I was like, oh, okay, apparently that was happening. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It was just okay. Like, I think I'm giving it 3 stars. I wanted so much more from it for how long this book was. I thought this was going to be like nonstop action, and it was not. It was nothing until the last 150 pages. And then there was all the action. I thought a lot of scenes were dragged out. I skimmed over certain paragraphs because why do we need 2 pages of a conversation that you're just saying the same thing over and over? Yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed. Which sucks because I love this series. Like, I recommend the series all the time and I still will. So I'm really, really surprised that I didn't like this one. This is probably my least favorite of the entire series. Well, maybe Kale's too. So I guess the last 2, because Tower of Dawn was before this one, and I didn't love that one. It was fine. I think that was also a 3-star for me. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Not my favorite, which is really, really interesting. It'll be interesting to see if I ever go back and reread this series, if I feel differently upon a reread later on. But everyone is just like, oh, it's so emotional and blah, blah, blah. And I was just, my emotions were like, like, and I don't know if that's because I didn't care so much throughout the book about what was happening, because I didn't feel like anything was happening, that by the end I was just like, can we just get this over with? That could have been it. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm done. I have 100% completed the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. That makes me feel good. I have been reading that since 2015. I think I read Throne of Glass in 2015. It was not too long after I started my BookTube channel because I discovered it through BookTube and then picked up the first book and decided I wanted to read it and started collecting the books and everything. So a very long time to be reading this series. So it's done. It is now done. And yeah, I don't know. It'll look pretty on my shelves along with all the other ones, but wasn't my favorite. Okay, let me know your thoughts down below. If you have, I hope you've read this book because I just completely spoiled everything. But let me know how you felt about the ending of this series. I'm curious to know what your thoughts were, if they differ from mine, especially because I just wasn't feeling it. And I don't know if it was like just the wrong time or what. I don't know. It was just weird. So, all right. Well, that's it. That's my experience with Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas and the final book in the Throne of Glass series. If you want to see any of my other spoilery vlogs, I vlogged every single book in this series. So I'll leave my playlist link down below if you guys are interested in going back and seeing any of those as well that you missed. But yeah, okay. That's gonna be it for me today. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.